Today, we will learn the basics of derivatives. Based on timing of delivery of the security, we classify financial markets into two. One is spot market, otherwise known as cash market, and second is the derivative market, that is futures market. The spot market, as we have already seen, it is also known as cash market or physical market, is a financial market in which financial instruments are traded for immediate delivery. On the other hand, future market, that is derivative market, where delivery of the security takes place at a future date. In most of the future markets, generally cash settlements are happening instead of actual delivery of the assets. Now let us see what is derivative. Derivative is a financial instrument that derive its value from the value of an underlying asset. Okay, so what is this underlying asset? Underlying assets are classified into financial assets and commodities. What are the financial assets? Financial assets include stocks like equity shares, preference shares, then bonds, currencies, stock index, etc. Now commodities includes agricultural products, livestock, natural gas, precious metals like gold, silver, etc. Now derivatives are nothing else. They are contracts or agreement between two parties. And there may be involvement of an exchange also. If these financial assets are the underlying assets, such derivatives are called financial derivatives. If underlying assets are commodities, then such derivatives are called commodity derivatives. Derivatives are also known as synthetic securities because it is artificially created. Now, let us see how these derivatives derive value from the underlying asset. We'll see an example. Suppose a banana chips maker 3 months ago contracted with a farmer to buy 10,000 kg of banana today for rupees 30. Assume spot price of banana, that is today's price, is 35 per kg. What is the value of banana chips? Maker's contract today. For each kg of banana, chips maker pay 5 rupees less than what he had to pay on the spot market. Today's spot market price is what? 35. What was the agreement? 30. So the value of the contract is 10,000 kg. At the rate of 5, it is 50,000. Now suppose the spot price of banana is not 35 but 38. So value of the contract is today's market price we assumed as 38 and the agreement price was 30. So value is 10,000 multiplied with 8. It is 80,000 rupees. Here you can see the value of this contract, that is value of the derivative, depends on the value of the underlying asset. What is our underlying asset? It is banana. So derivative has no independent value. In the previous example, we have seen an agreement between chips maker and the farmer. That agreement is a derivative and banana is the underlying asset. Now value of this derivative derive means what? Get from the value of the underlying asset. When banana value increases, value of the derivative also increases. Now we'll take another example. Now assume it's a stock derivative. What is underlying asset? Stock. Stock of which company? For example, Infosys. Suppose the current market price of Infosys share is 920 rupees. If it increases to 950, value of Infosys derivative, it may be a future or an option, also increases. Similarly, if Infosys stock decreased to 900, its derivative value also decreases. Finally, in short, derivative is a financial instrument, just like our equity shares, preference shares, or bonds. But this derivative get its value from the value of the underlying asset. Now we will see why companies use derivatives. Tell me, why companies use derivatives? Derivatives are actually used for hedging risk, like the adverse price movements of the assets, interest rate fluctuations, currency fluctuations, etc. What is hedging? Hedging is a risk management technique which is used to eliminate or reduce risk. We will see some examples. An airline company, maybe American Airlines or British Airlines or our Indigo Airlines, may wish to hedge against rising fuel prices. Or a potato chips manufacturer like Pepsi company, you know their product is Lay's. They may be concerned about the rising prices of potato. To safeguard themselves, they may go for this hedging. Similarly, a tire manufacturer like Apollo Tires or Seat may be concerned about the decreasing prices of tire prices. Similarly, an importer or exporter may be concerned about the US dollar fluctuations. In all these cases, to protect themselves from these fluctuations or adverse movements, they may go for hedging. Now here we can see the popularity of derivative can be easily understood by the daily turnover in the derivative segment of the exchange, which is much higher than almost 15 times the cash segment.
Logic School of Management.